Good evening, everyone. It's Travis Wolf here, and I'm going to be talking about rapid hose deployment for structural firefighting. I can think of no more stirring symbol of a man's humanity demand than a fire engine. This is my fire engine. This is engine 31. It carries over 700 gallons of water, thousands of feet of hose line, and many tools that I need to perform my job. Today we're going to be talking about two specific types of hose lines called the pre-connects. These pre-connects are 200 feet in length, of 1 3/4 hose line with an operating pressure of 130 psi, able to deliver 180 gallons per minute. These pre-connected hose lines are designed for rapid deployment for a residential structure fire. This is a typical residential structure fire that we would come across. This is the perfect example of when a pre-connected hose line would be able to deploy and be effective. To begin, we must gather the necessary equipment. We'll need 200 feet of yellow 1 3/4 hose line and this black tray that you see here. This tray is specifically designed for our Pierce fire engines, and it carries the pre-connected hoses. To begin, you'll first measure 24 inches of hose. We've marked a small red line on the tray to help assist in measuring this hose line. This excess hose will be draped over the end, so that it can connect to the pump discharge located above the tray once it's stored into the compartment. You'll begin by loading a flat load. This is a back and forth load. You'll be loading it 14 inches away from the other side. This makes for room for the nozzle when it's stored in the tray. You'll load sections 1 and sections 2. Once you get to the first coupling, which is located approximately 50 feet in, you'll form a dog ear. This dog ear is necessary for pulling the hose line rapidly, and it's designed to be pulled from the center of the stack. So again, you'll be joining sections 1 and sections 2 together, and you'll leave the coupling exposed, creating a loop large enough for a gloved hand. You'll complete this side of the pre-connected hose load with a flat load to the top. Once you complete loading the section 2 hose, you'll leave the coupling in place and move over to the nozzle side. To begin loading the nozzle, you'll start by creating a loop. You'll load back and around and back forward to create this loop. You can see here, once the nozzle is placed in the tray, the hose goes back and then underneath the nozzle and then around. And then you begin loading your flat load, just like you did in the previous section. You'll load section 3 on top of it, and then section 4. To complete the hose load, you'll join section 2 and section 4 together. Section 2's male coupling should be left on top of the stack, and you'll be joining it to the female coupling of the nozzle side. You can see here what the finished hose load looks like. That extra tail will be swung around to complete the pump discharge connection. Here you can see what it looks like from the top, and the nozzle covered by that loop that we formed. You'll be loading the tray into the Pierce apparatus, and you'll be connecting it to the pump discharge. And you can see here, this is my arrow. This is the discharge for the other side. So there's a similar discharge port for this yellow hose line located behind it and above it. You can see here that once you add in the red hose, it joins to that discharge and is located on top. Again, in summary, the pre-connected hose line is designed for rapid deployment for a residential structure fire. It's 200 feet in length of 1 3/4 hose, able to deliver 180 gallons per minute. If you follow the necessary steps, you'll be able to rapidly deploy this hose line in order to effectively combat a structure fire. Thank you.